welcome back to TAZS Wig Closet at Wig Studio One, here to educate and inspire your wig journey. Today we're going to take a look at a brand new style by Belle Tress. This one just released. It's called CALIFIA. I have CALIFIA in the color Butterbeer Blonde. We're going to do an unboxing. You're going to see it for the first time right along with me. Coming up. I purchased this wig style with my own funds. You can find it at Wig Studio One. Go below the video, expand the description box. I'll attach a link directly to this style. You can take a look at the colors, the pricing. We invite you to shop at Wig Studio One. You can order it directly from that link, or if you need help, please reach out to support at wigstudio1.com. So let's go ahead and get down to our unboxing. Telltale Belle Tress packaging. No surprises here. Box. They use a lot of tissue papers inside of the style, and a lot of times you'll also see these straw-like structures. That just helps it keep its shape and form during the shipping process. Hang tag. Okay, I'm in love with that curl pattern already. It's just a slight wave, it looks like. You can definitely see that blunt edge, but we're gonna try it on here. This is that Butterbeer Blonde. Now, please note that I have to use a lot of studio lighting to make sure that you can see me as well as the gals in the back. So sometimes the blondes do appear a little lighter and brighter than actual, but this is a really nice color. We're gonna go through that here in just a moment. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this tag. We're gonna take a quick look at the cap. I'm not expecting anything different on the cap. And then we're going to apply it. And as you know, I am expecting this to run a little large on me. Belle Tress does run average to average large. And sometimes if you're petite, you do struggle to get a good fit with Belle Tress. It's got a weave pattern here. Okay, before I do anything, I'll go ahead and try it on. I will assess the fit, and then we will go to work on CALIFIA. Okay, without making any adjustments on this, it doesn't fit actually too bad. I was really expecting it to be very, very large because most of them are. This is more average than what I'm used to. This is the first wig style from Belle Tress that I have had in 2 years that has been maybe more average than average large. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It just needs to be woken up. All right, so what I'm gonna do is make a little bit of an adjustment because I don't want it rolling around on my head. But like I said, this one fits a little more average than some. While I'm here, let's go ahead and observe this cap. This is a very typical arrangement and construction by Belle Tress. You'll see a temple to temple lace front, left monofilament side part assembly, 1 unit. And it does not extend to the ear tab, okay? A closed velvet ear tab. Look at all that fiber spliced in there. That's good news for coverage. And then we have just a standard nape with the strap type adjusters, which I have cinched in slightly, okay? Lots of wefting. Not a terrible amount of stretch here. So maybe that has something to do with the fact that it seems to fit a little more average. Okay, so what do? We shake. Shake, shake, shake. Beautiful, very buttery, velvety type fibers. So I'm just waking up that fiber. And then I'm going to get in there on that part and just kind of unweave it a little bit. And we'll see. When I apply it, I may have to do some additional work, which I normally do on the part. Just further waking that up. Look how fluffy that is. I know that light is really glaring. Very fluffy, separated, beachy wave look. Okay. All right, it's time for me to reapply, and then we're going to talk about the dimensions and sort of the gist, unique qualities and features of this style. Oh, wow. I haven't had a Belle Tress style fit me this well in a very long time. Okay, so my instinct is to rake the front back. However, I feel like the identity of this one is to just be sort of flat on the top and more of a lower profile without much lift. However, I feel like you could also get some contour if you want it. And you know me, I definitely want some contour. So I would be adding this in. Okay, let's go ahead and we just further fluff each of the layers. It's really a very pretty style. However, it's very reminiscent of some other Belle Tress styles. Caliente, for one, this reminds me of the length of Caliente. However, Caliente has a 7-inch bang or fringe. This one's 11 inches in the front. So there's very little layering all the way around, very little layering. And Caliente would definitely have a little more layering. And if you like layering, I think the Kona would have even more layering compared to even the Caliente. All right, so 11-inch front, does it just sort of swoop in and gobble up my face? I think there's things that we can do. Now, just looking at this and seeing how it's constructed, you could probably add a bit of fringe as long as it's blended into those sides. I mean, you could even do a straight across bang. And I always recommend trying to do a little bit of an undercut bang that gradually gets a little longer towards the sides. And I think it would look just fine. So if you're really in love with this style and you like a shorter fringe around the face, I think it can be done. Now, this one doesn't drag my face down. I think it's because of the strategic soft waves and the fact that it kind of goes away from the part instead of wanting to flop right in the face. So yeah, I could probably flop, and I can see where this would really be annoying to me if I wore it down on a daily basis. Okay. Beautiful waves. There's a bit of an under curl here, I sense. Like those under layers are wavy and they have lots of body, which kind of brings the volume right to the bottom. Slimmer through the crown and then kind of gets a little more voluminous towards the bottom. So 11 inches there on the front, and overall I would say it's about 11 to 12 inches. So, and it does have a slight angle, and that's just because the measurements are taken a little farther down on the sides. All right, so I'm already sensing this extreme blunt cut. So let's unpack this a bit. Gosh, you know what this reminds me of is that John Renault's Skylar. I mean, almost identical. I think that would be a really good comparison video. Skylar is also heat friendly. But let's take a look. So we've got this beachy wave, a little bit of a softer under curl, which gives a little bit of volume, very little layering, and a blunt cut through the back. So looking at the back, you're probably going to see more of just a horizontal line where it looks very bluntly cut across. Now it should also be a little bit tapered at the ends. It can still be blunt cut and tapered, and I think that's a very modern look, and a lot of times that's what they really go for. Now, in terms of permatease, we're used to the Cafe collection by Belle Tress. having very little permatease. And that's true with this one as well. So a lot of times when you get these styles with this volume towards the bottom and stuff, you're really going to need some permatease to support it. But here, the contour of the fiber is doing all the work, and there's very little permatease, okay? Which also means you're not going to get any lift on top, unfortunately. But it is a heat-friendly style. You can definitely build in some contour as desired. So it's modern, it's young, and when I say young, I just mean youthful. Any age can wear this. Looking at the lace front, so you know, we can see some variance between or among styles, the same style. This one's well done in the fact that it's very finely knotted right there at the front, okay? They do bring that highlight right up to the front. There's a little bit of a banding effect there. It does give a nice soft look to that lace front. So there's a little bit of a seam there, but you know, that fiber just kind of covers that seam in a way that it's totally obscured. And that's what you do. You just lift the hair and you find the little baby hairs, you pull them down, and then use the heat of your hand to tack them down over the seam. And you do that on both sides. This is an exceptionally brilliant application of Butterbeer Blonde, don't you think? So let's take a look at it. So Butterbeer Blonde starts with more of a medium to dark sandy blonde. You can see some of those pieces here. And I think the ratio between sandy blonde and the highlight color, which is an ash platinum, that ratio can just move it a little bit as far as overall effect. I think this one is a little heavy in the ratio towards the platinum or the very pale ash blonde. Therefore, I'm getting a lighter, brighter look out of it. Now we talk. Glasses fit beautifully between the ear and the ear tab, which is the case on all the cafe collection styles that I have explored. Nice glasses friendly wig styles. Okay, so I'm just going to manipulate this hair in front of you so that you can get a good look at it and be inspired to style your wigs. Everybody have a wonderful day. We'll see you again soon at TAZS Wig Closet at Wig Studio 1.